Today we will discuss about cell. Cell is the basic unit of life because all the organisms are composed or made up of cell. So cell is the basic structural and fundamental unit of life. So now we will discuss about cell structure. This is the cell structure. In cell structure there are three fundamental parts that we know. The outermost part is known as cell membrane. This is the outermost part. Inside the cell membrane, blue material, a jelly like material, it is known as cytoplasm. In center, a yellowish color area, it is known as nucleus. These three fundamental parts of each cell. You must remember these three parts of the cell. Now we will discuss about structure of cell membrane, that is the outermost boundary of cell. It is known as outermost layer of cell. It is also known as plasma membrane. Now we will discuss composition of plasma membrane. It is phospholipid bilayer. It means it composes phosphate and lipid. Now what is phosphate? Now we will discuss about structure. This is the phosphate structure. Phosphate molecule has two regions. The head is hydrophilic and the tail is hydrophobic. So it means the head region is known as polar while the tail region is known as non-polar. So the surface or head region is attract to water. It is known as hydrophilic. It attract to water. It absorb the water, but the tail is the hydrophobic. It repel the water. So water cannot be absorbed in tail. So now we will discuss about the model of cell membrane known as fluid mosaic model. It is given by a scientist S.J. Singer and G.L. Nicholson in 1972. This is the model of cell membrane. The phospholipid bilayer, while the protein penetrate inside the cell membrane in the surface head region and the tail region, and the protein penetrate inside the cell membrane or floating from the cell membrane. So now what is the function of cell membrane? Cell membrane is a selective permeable membrane. It means it selects some material that go inside the cell and come outside the cell. It is also known as semi-permeable membrane. All the molecule cannot enter the cell, so the molecule that need the cell can enter the cell and leave the cell. So it is known as semi-permeable membrane. It protects the cell. So now movement across the membrane, molecular movement across the membrane. There are some parts. Number one is known as diffusion. This is the movement of gaseous molecule. Number second is known as osmosis, and the third one is known as active transport. These are the movement of molecules across the plasma membrane. Now number one is diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of substance from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. It is known as diffusion. So movement of substance from higher to lower concentration. Now we will discuss about the diffusion. So this is the diffusion. The left side is the higher concentration, while the right side is the lower concentration. So molecule can easily move from the left to right side. So same here, the ink is a ink drop with a higher concentration as compared to the water molecule. Therefore the water color will change into blue color. This is the form of diffusion. Now we will discuss about osmosis. What is osmosis? Movement of fluid or water molecule from the higher concentration to lower concentration. It is the movement of molecules, water molecule. Water can move from higher concentration to the concentration gradient to the lower concentration. So water can move from the higher and lower concentration without energy. Now the active transport, it need energy, movement of substance against the concentration gradient. It means from the lower concentration towards the higher concentration. This process is need energy, while the osmosis and diffusion is the doesn't need require any energy. So because the molecule move from the higher concentration, from the lower concentration towards the higher concentration by energy. So please subscribe my channel and like the video.